Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our next best of 3 of the day, our second best of 3. On the left-hand side, we are going to be looking at 30 to 50 feral hoggers with a random task Joanna. Fucking random task. Akari on the Ariel, Kalkin on the Tyrande, Jaeger to play the Leoric, and Protoss Rule on the Vala. To the side of Hunks, we've got a Waterlong Cassia, my pal Shade with the Uther, no control on the Imperius, Lulu on the Stukov, and Eric, Balog, and Olaf will be played by Colonel Pants. Now it's Colonel, but the English language is interesting. Alright, so the fun little gamble I want to post to all of you is, hold on, Sentinel hit, GG. The fun little gamble that I post to all of you is how many level 1 stacks for Vala. Vala's going Kree to the Hunter, and she can max that at 300, but the gamble for all of you is, does she have 200 or less, 201 or more? I phrase that differently than I normally do, so just once again, 200 or less, 201 or more. I realized that I phrased that backwards. I went to write it one way, and then I changed my mind, so I apologize if the gamble's a little backwards from what we normally do for these, but... So the 200 or less, 201 or more. Alright. Well then. Little double rotation from the members of 30 to 50 feral hoggers. Hunkrats on the right-hand side will be scouted out for this camp, but it doesn't seem like they're being invade for the time being. Just gonna have these traded out. Vikings will do Viking things between top and mid against the Leoric, so he's gonna be having to do double duty soaks up against these Vikings that are gonna be constantly pressing the waves. Another Sentinel to scout out the right-hand side, almost the same timing on these two sapper camps to be grabbed. Well, as I said, Elite Sparkle. If you would like, hit me up in Discord, okay? Hit me up in Discord, and as I said, I gotta run to the I have to run out to the grocery store and stuff today, so I will pass by that pet store, and I can go look if you want. Never forget to inflate your turtles. I agree. Sorry about that zoom. I was a little too far out right there. Celestial Charge being attempted by no control. Unfortunately not landing, but Vala still working on those stackages. Oh, we have no doubt. Oh, wow, we don't have, like, any gamblers. That's unfortunate. I guess I took too long in between games and all the gamblers left. Celestial Charge in, a fend from Cassie as well. Akari's going to be the target. Drops a self-cast heal, Detainment Strike into the wall. And Lulu is the one to go down. Vala finding that last auto attack necessary. Now, Waterlong is in a really bad spot and will fall as well. It's going to be a quick achievement of a... Make it for the members of 30 to 50 feral hoggers. You didn't realize there was a gamble? Report you? Okay. Reported. Well, it's the last we'll ever see of Stark for the next 69 seconds. Sentinel goes up from the Tyrande. Is there any sort of hit? Nah, it's just going to get some vertical vision across the map, seeing those Vikings in the respective top and mid, as we actually have an Eric on the left-hand side. Going to try and sneak this away from Leoric before he can mount up and get there in time. Olaf is not going to channel, but Eric does get in time, and Eric actually should have this before Leoric is able to get in place. Olaf gets his as well. Excuse me, that's Balog. No, I had it right. It's Olaf. Balog throws the swords. Balog is green. And Leoric is going to join into this team fight. Looks like it will be 32 to 36 in course shots as Akari gets the channel. And the vast majority will go over to the side of Hunkrats. Sorry, I keep reading Hunks and just saying that. Hunkrats. Their team image is a hunky Junkrat. You forgot to gamble as usual, that's okay. We do the gambles for funsies. If people don't gamble, it's okay. I just like spreading that bandit buck economy. Well, as I mentioned, 3 earlier kills. Vala already on 75 stacks. Nicely done. So she's got 1 stack of Pre to the Hunter on her way for the second. Honestly thought Actor would be my first. It's an honor, Baha. My pleasure. Glad to bring you some joy today by timing you out. I mean, it is one of the stream rules. You will be timed out and you will enjoy it. And I think also the other stream rule is please don't be an idiot. Sentinel, just a little poke damage onto Olaf, but it's not going to get a kill or anything like that. Tyrande did go for the Ranger at level 1. It's a nice Celestial Charge. They're going to try and take down Protoss Rule, but the healing between Tyrande and Ariel is a little too much. They can't take it down. It's actually Vala vaulting in. She wants to take down My Pal Shade. Celestial Charge from Imperius, putting some pressure onto the Vala as the Detainment Strike slaps into the wall. Third stack on. Repeated defense for this Ariel. She's also got the clap at level... Oh, that's not... Sorry, she has increasing clarity at level 1. She does not have the clap at level 1. All right, that's better phrasing needs to be figured out on that one. Either way, Akari goes down to the bottom left of our screen. We've got Leoric on the top right, and this is a delayed out Jaeger. Oopsie poopsie. 10 talents here, almost here for both sides. Let's cycle through those numbers. We've got another Sentinel coming up. Gonna poke onto, looks like the Stukov as you see the vision over his head. Celestial Charge shy of Jaeger. Jaeger. Lunar Flare will delay out things. Condemn from Joanna to slow down the enemy. Don't know if she went Subdue at level 7. Celestial Charge back into the Leoric. He's getting chunked down. He will fall to the Vikings. And no, there's no way Joanna did. If she took Subdue and didn't get it finished out in this engagement, then I don't know how. Because it feels like that should have been 2 quadra hits in a row. It will be traded objective phasing, though. It's going to be 4 shots into the core of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers, and Hunkrats will take 4 damage as well. And we're down to 28 to 32 in core HP. And she's not subdone yet. I mean, yep, that's correct. Yeah, she's not subdone yet. All right, can I leave my camera here to throw away a teabag really quickly? Actually, we'll leave it in bottom lane, yeah. I don't know about anyone else, but I hate drinking tea with the tea bag still in it. I don't know what it is. On the right-hand side for Hunkrats, a Valkyrie Cassia. Yeah, okay, so it is Conviction. Oh, no. Why can't I remember talents today? Subdue is level 4, and I can't believe it wasn't finished there. I feel like there was at least 2 subdone hits. Either way, Cassia, Valkyrie, Divine Shield on the Uther, play again for the Vikings. Wrath of Angiers or the Sky Suplex for this Imperius, and we've got Flailing Swipes for the Stukov. On the left-hand side, Rain of Vengeance on the Vala, Entomb for Leoric, Starfall on the Tyrande, Crystal Aegis on that Ariel, and last but not least, Joanna with the Blessed Shield. Why do I think Subdue was at level 10? I guess since Exposed is the... It kind of looks the same. Detainment Strike into the wall, followed up by a Rain of Vengeance, forces out the Divine Shield into Uther, who steps in for an immediate stun. Starfall from the Tyrande will be able to take down the Uther, and Joanna does finish the Subdue. Must have heard me through the ethers of time to be able to be like, all right, I'll finish it out in the next team fight, Baha. Shut up. Calkin is taking a bit of damage. The Fen comes in as well from Cassia. The Solarian flares enough. It's a double kill, make it a triple kill to the side of Hunkrats. But I think the most important thing for the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers is Vala did not fall. She's at 146 stacks. It's a triple altar phase, and Vikings are going for the channel. Oh no, it's a double objective phase, and Vikings are going for the channel. Leoric is not going to delay out. Colonel Pants is able to get 8 shots into the core of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Sorry, what's going on? Okay, I was like, did we forget to channel with Olaf? Okay, 20 to 32 in core HP, 13 talent to advantage to the side of Hunkrats. We see a bit of a bush party here. Maybe gonna catch someone in the rotation. I don't think actually that Sentinel sees either. Now they just run straight out of the bush. They're going for Vala. Unfortunately, Vala's like, nah, I got 2 healers around me. I'm gonna play from far, or play safe in my positioning. I am curious really quickly though, the Viking stackage on their regeneration globes. 15.5, so that's probably, it's rounded up to 16, or I think. Oh, no, it's an additive, then you round up. So it's like 19 regeneration per second. Vala picks up her 150th stack on Creed of the Hunter. I thought she was way further along. Uther does fall to the Nexus forces. Ouch. A good start for the side of 30-50 Feral Hoggers. They are down, but it's Towers of Doom. It's anyone's game. And Vala, of course, her scaling, especially past level 16 with Manticore, is going to be huge. Valkyrie sidestep by Protoss Rule. There's going to be a Crystal Aegis self-cast on Ariel. Followed up by a Wrath of Angiris. There's a full heal available. Unfortunately, self-cast? Oh my god. Vala gets the kill, cleans up the fight. Tyrande does go down, but you can't be upset about that. You still have a healer available. The Vala didn't lose any stackage. She picks up another 20 or so hits onto the enemy heroes. You get yourself a triple kill. You get the bottom lane fort. You gotta be fine with these. Oh no, my pal Shade is my pal dead. Unfortunate. Single altar in the center of the map, and Akari's gonna get the channel on that one. It will be 20 to a 27 core HP. If I'm wrong, that's no. Just accept those numbers. Oh, it did have that right. 20 to 27 core HP, 178 stacks. The Vala Believer's got to be feeling good because, well, there's only one. I guess Vala Believer. Another Sentinel hit onto Lulu. Some Chymotrypsin owls here. I'm sorry, excuse me, phone. Less shield to initiate the fight. Lurking Arm to try and slow things down. A Valkyrie to go fishing for an enemy hero, but they can't find anyone. Waterlog doing their best to just try and set up something, as the early game was looking okay for Hunks. I mean, yeah, they did lose a few to the Vala early on, but there was a bit of clawing back in some of these team fights with those other kills. Celestial Charge eaten by an Iron Skin of random tasks. The three sappers here in bottom lane attempted to be shoved in. Cassius got that Charge Strike level 1, gonna keep those autos going. The Fend at an angle to try and hit all three sappers. Stukov smacking his way through these as well. And it does look like this will be the sappers cleared away. Celestial Charge shy. There's a Detainment Strike into the wall, followed up by a Rain of Vengeance of Vala. My pal Shade is going to fall as the Starfall from Tyrande does continue. Vala vaulting in, and the Manticore value is just chunking. Yeah, there's blinds from the Cassia, but that doesn't seem to impede Protoss Rule at all, as 201 stacks have been achieved. Oh, we have the Viking, the Norseman, the Nordic attack squad, the Norseman attack squad. Triple altar phase coming up. This could be 15 shots into the core of Hunks. I know that's a lot to bargain on, but you never know. Actually, mid lane fort? No, there's no way they take this down in 10 seconds. Granted, Vala damage is pretty good, and it may not be in 10 seconds, and I think this is going to be... Vikings are pressuring the Leoric. Okay. I'm curious about bottom lane. Oh, my apologies. Sorry. Viking does go down. Ariel goes for the channel. 3 Vikings to fall. They'll get 6 shots in. This is 21. Oh, it's 20 to 21. Another 6 shots in. Ow. 15 core HP remains on the right hand. 16 core HP. Wait. Oh, because they transferred to Bell Tower. I was like, wait a minute. My math isn't that wrong. Lulu not delayed out by the shield glare, but still will be forced back by the pressure coming in from 30 to 50 feral Hoggers. Bottom lane Bell Tower got converted. That's why it was only 5 shots right there. Valkyrie goes fishing. No primes in the boat. No one on the channel. Cleanse out. Got a Starfall and Entomb. Calkin a little bit low here. Rain of Vengeance to try and zone back the enemy. A Divine Shield. And that's Leoric going to be pulled up into the sky with the Wrath of Angiris. Jaeger a little bit low and unfortunately will fall. This is Calkin going to fall as well. Vala vaulting forward, just trying to get out of the engagement. Doesn't want to lose any of the stackage on that Gambit. Taps well and starts to try and defend around this fort. Actually, it's a keep at this. No, it's still forts. We haven't had the upgrade announcement yet. Center point's still not open, even though we're 13 minutes in. And so you can actually see these are still considered fort stats on the top left of your, I guess, mid left side of your screen. Mid left side of your screen, sure. Nicely done, Bahamut. Good talking today.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Bell Tower's back over to the side of Hunks. Hunkrats will also steal away this camp while the Tyrande's dead for the next 10 seconds. 17 to 16 in core HP. It is still very, very, very close here on map number 1, Towers of Doom. Why haven't the center points open? Doesn't it usually open around 12, 12:30? Well, here you go. You can see now they're upgraded to keeps. See how it's labeled keep? Also, the center teleport's open as well. Huh. I always thought it was like a 30-second range. I didn't realize... Yeah, I always thought it was like 12 minutes or 12-minute 30, somewhere in that gap. I mean, we were plus 14 minutes at that point, I feel. That's just weird. I don't feel like I've ever seen it go that long. I remember hearing someone once say that there's like a RNG on the timer, but I thought it was like, as I said, a 30-second difference, not almost 2 minutes. I'll have to keep my eyes out on that more in the future, honestly. Oh, the next altar phase is going to be spawning. I believe it's a center in the bottom of the, or it's a singular in the bottom of the map. Fairly certain it's tied to the second, third altar phase. Oh, I always thought it was just tied to 12-minute 30. Because that's pretty much when it always happens. Maybe Towers of Doom games are just that consistent that you're at the second, third altar phase, second triple altar phase around that time. Maybe. Maybe, but this game has not felt like it's been delayed out too long, as I mean, it's 17 to 16 in core HP, we're 11 to 7 in kills. Big rain of vengeance, the Vikings are looking for some sort of pressure onto the Vala. 4 shots will rain into the core of Hunkrats, and Entomb from Leoric with the Buried Alive onto Lulu. That expires, 1 flailing swipe with the controlled chaos activated by the Stukov. A second charge to be utilized. Vala still chasing things down. The shield glare from Joanna, trying to get these dismounts, trying to get some extra damage. Storm shield activated. They're going to chase underneath the tower, but it doesn't seem like there's actually any more chase to be had as Jaeger pops his Wraith walkout. Vault forward from Vala! Gets the shot. The controlled chaos is not enough. Uther does have redemption, but he doesn't have that golden swirl around his model in the ghost form, so that means that he will not respawn. He doesn't have the cooldown on redemption available. In the bottom lane, Bell Tower does go over to the side of 30-50 fair Hoggers. And Vala, she's nearing that 300 mark on her stackage. Mid lane fort will go down. Are they looking for the 6 cap? I guess it's, yeah, 6 cap, I guess, yeah. Because it also counts back over here. But anyways, looks like they're going to go for top lane. The fort front gate's still up. The Vikings and such are going to run to bottom lane to immediately try and clear things out. No, they're going to go boss. Okay, so they're not going to go for the 6 cap. Single altar in the center of the map. Boss is actually going to be leashed. My leg is just shooting pains today, man. I can't wait for my lower back issues to start going away. I think I really just did a little too much yard work a week or so ago. Vikings play again will be activated. Didn't go for the upgrade at 20. Went for the Fury of the Storm. Entomb will connect onto a couple. We got flailing swipes out from Stukov, or at least one, to push back the enemy. There's a second as well. Valkyrie goes fishing, finds the Tyrande. Also, we'll see the Crystal Aegis activated by the Ariel. She does have the Shield of Hope. That was that AoE you just saw on the left-hand side. The right side actually missed who activated something right there. Might have been a blind from the Cassie. Oh, no, actually might have been Storm Shield from the Joanna. By the way, one Viking will go to the left-hand side. Will sneak out 2 shots onto the enemy core, 15 to 12 in core HP. But this is a couple Vikings dead in bottom lane. Another Storm Shield, or another Shield of Hope, I think, actually activated by the Ariel. Oof. So the Viking gets the 2 channel. Sappers are available for bottom. Mid lane cleared back out in favor of Hunkrats. But they're turtled up a little bit here till their Vikings are back in play. Also, this bottom lane bell tower is sitting on a tiny, itsy-bitty amount of HP. It's going to be 382 HP. It's like 1 Stukov auto realistically, but he just can't step out. That's just suicide. Sappers are being dealt with for the time being. No control getting chunked quite quickly by that Vala. She's got the Farflight Quiver. And keep in mind that Manticore, as well as she's done with her auto stacks and hasn't died yet. Death Dealer, Vault Value. Man, oh man. This is a rough spot to be in. Very rough spot to be on the side of Hunkrats. She hasn't died yet, right? Yep, no deaths on Vala, so she is full Gambit and full Creed of the Hunter. Single altar, bottom of the map. Speaking of bottom of the map, bell tower converted back over to the side of Hunkrats. But mid lane goes to our blue team. 30-50 Feral Hoggers. Center, or singular altar in the bottom center of the... Ooh, good shield glare into the bush. Finds the Vikings as well as another friend. Looks like this is going to be given. I don't see a world where the members of Hunkrats can step in and delay this out, so they'll be down to 7 HP on their core. One boss is still up and available. The boss has still never been grabbed in this map. For those of you that were like, that Alterac Pass map was BS, well, this might be a no boss map right now, or I'm jinxing it, honestly. Looking to see where our next altar phase is going to be spawning. You should get the little kind of teaser, if you will, on the minimap. Leoric Wraith Walking does have the ominous Wraith Royal Focus for cooldown reduction and the damage reduction on the enemies. Double altar phase in the center and the bottom of the map. This will be game ending if the members of 30-50 Feral Hoggers can get both channels. What is the Vala damage at, by the way? 110,000 heroic damage. God dang it. Even more so than that. Like, look at, like, my pal Shade is forced to use Divine Shield just because the Vala poke damage is too much. The big Entomb from Leoric with the Buried Alive. This Starfall from the Tyrande activated as well. Huge Condemn from the Johanna, pulling everybody together. The Vikings still have play again, but Wrath of Angiers pulls someone out of position. The Flailing swipes Stukov very low. Vala wants to chase this, gets the auto, will take down Stukov. The play again from the Vikings on the left-hand side, try and chase down an Ariel. Meanwhile, Vala is just cleaning up the fight. Vala with a current... Jesus Christ! Tyrande, you stole a kill! That's GG's. Oh, as this is actually the first one of the day, I do believe.
Team kill!
Well, Protoss Rule can't get the bingo card square. Well, very nicely done. Map number 1 in our second best of 3 of the day here in Division B East from the side of 30-50 Feral Hoggers. Oof. Yeah, you don't give that Vala over to Protoss Rule, like, ever again. Holy hell. Oh, sorry. Nana kill? Is that what that would have been? A Nana kill? What's up, Bombs? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. Feel like it's been a little bit. Alright, back to Bandit and I. You doing well? Thanks for the cast. Hey, my pleasure. Like, pretty much Tuesdays are Heroes play day, and Thursdays have pretty much turned into just casting. And maybe something else if I feel up to it. Yes, Gato found it. Yes, the too slow, too curious. How tedious do you... It's just the fucking slow... Like, I can't. I have to close this Discord channel. I can't. Like, that just... that... Oh, God, I love that. I love that. All right, we've paid out the bet. Let's get into our next map in our second best of 3 of the day. Del Bandit is perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Taking a little nap. All right, we're going to Infernal Shrines. Infernal Shrines for map number 2. Hey, what's up, Be Crazy? Good to see you, bud. Players are on the same sides. That's always good. Ooh, what kind of Artanis are we going to have? Dings? Do we maybe do a Dings Artanis? What kind of Artanis do we get? Match Link. Let's take a look. Be Crazy, just in time for some gambling. Boo. He didn't go in, and I'm not going to take it. No level 1, no level 1, no level 1. Nobody has any questing level 1s on these teams. Well, I guess Mephisto does, but that, Do we have any trait stuff? No. Alright, let's do this. We'll do third Punisher of the game. Third Punisher of the game. Ooh, do I need to run ads? No, we'll run a bigger block of ads after this game. How about that? How about that? No ads now, more ads later. Alrighty, so start prediction. Which team gets third Punisher? Punisher. 30 to 50, or oh, that's 320. Or hunks. So it'll be the third Punisher of the game. I don't know how if I need to clarify that any further. I feel like I don't need to, so let's get into the game. Always dings, boo. Yeah, unfortunately, no dings. No dings from this Artanis player. But we're back into our Nexus Gaming Series Division B Division B East. I think I said that wrong earlier. Hush, phone, hush. No more alerts, please. I'm trying to do some casting. On the left-hand side, 30-50 Feral Hoggers up in this best of 3 series. Blah. Protoss rolling the Sergeant Hammer, Calkin on the Blaze, Random Task on the Diablo, Akari to play the Deckard, and Jaeger on the Tychus. To the right-hand side, we've got Hunks looking to take us to a map number 3 through Inferno Shrines. We got No Control Hogger. Ah, that makes sense. Colonel Pants on the Sonya, Waterlog on the Mephisto, Artanis to be played by my pal Shade, and Lulu on the Stukov. So, question to all of you, chat, is which team will get the third Punisher of the game? Will it be 30-50 Feral Hoggers, or will Hunks take it? Chat, remember to place your bets this time. Yes, chat, remember to place your bets this time. Listen, there's a gamble. Alright, Mephisto, as I mentioned, he's going to go into Unyielding Power level 1, building up the Skull Missiles, but we got a Sergeant Hammer just peppering onto No Control, the Staggering Blow. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge, and Random Task will get first blood for the allied team on 30-50 Feral Hoggers. First Punisher will be Mortar in the top lane. Oh my god, we got big gambles, chat. Big gambles already coming through. Thank you, I appreciate it. Little more poke here and there, but the double soak rotation will begin between our two teams. We've got a Blaze Artanis in the top lane. Looks like actually Artanis is going to rotate out of the top lane, and Hogger will be the one to go up here. Or no, maybe, no, Artanis is just doing some double soak duties so that the rest of the team can grab a double camp. This Fallen Shaman feels fairly early, but it is a top lane Mortar Punisher coming up first, so it's not like this camp is going to find some pressure during the objective phase if the Punisher was in the bottom lane. So getting this early, getting into lane, this is also going to be a camp experience for your team. Maybe a little bit of push potential for Hogger up against the Blaze as well. Damn! 34,000 on 30-50 Feral Hoggers. As a reminder, as always, if you are a player in the game and you do know the results, you're welcome to gamble. Just don't try and spoil it. Don't try and tease it in chat. Just make a gamble, win some free points. I guess actually the best thing you can do is you can egg on other people to do some bigger gambling if you know the results, you know? That's what you should be doing. You should be egging, like goading people into gambling more. Like, oh yeah. I actually have no idea how you could goat people into gamble more on that one. Anyways, my pal Shade and No Control in top lane. Take down the Blaze and we'll take down a fort front gate. You said duty. I did say duty, didn't I? Swap onto Jaeger. The Staggering Blow doesn't get a stun up against the wall. No Control spins in, and I think cancels it early, or I don't think they missed the fort. You don't remember which got third Punisher? See, that's the fun thing about these gambles, is even people who played in these games rarely remember what I make the gambles about. There was someone earlier in here who played a Falstad that we did a gamble on. They were like, I don't remember how many stacks I had. So I think these gambles are fun, especially when we you can easily look up the results of the game if you want to ruin the cast for yourself, but that's like reading half a book and then jumping to the end to be like, oh, I wonder what happens to Sherlock Holmes. It's like, I don't know, read the book and find out. My mom's like that. She's always like, we'll be watching a movie and she's like, but what happens? And I'm like, Mom, we can just watch the movie and find out at the end. She's like, but I want to know now. And it's like, I always make the analogy to my mom. I'm like, you love reading the first 10 chapters of a book and then jumping to the end. She's like, yeah, I just want to know the end. I don't care about everything else. You pulled a Stark and went all in? Ooh. I like that it's pulling a Stark. Unfortunately, the true pulling a Stark is you go all in to lose all of your points. That's the true Stark. Stark goes all in to actively lose all of his points. You prefer this Stark? Maybe we'll adjust it. Maybe we'll adjust it to the Be Crazy version. My team calls pulling a Stark dying to mid fort. I mean, is it better or worse than being Kaimo Cleanse, which we semi-popularized on CCL? All right, first Punisher of the game. This is the first one. Mortar Punisher goes over to the side of 30-50 Feral Hoggers. By the way, if by some chance, some way, there's not a third Punisher, I just give you all your points back. So don't worry if there's... Don't worry if you were like, oh, what if there's not a third Punisher? Because that was a nice double kill. This fort is looking like it's going to be deleted. Actually, no. Oh, it's a Sergeant Hammer with Hover Siege. They should be able to take down the fort with this Punisher, yeah. By the way, if you guys want to see someone dying to a fort comically, exclamation healer. It's one of my favorite Kaimo clips. That and exclamation owl. Those are my favorite Kaimo clips. I like, you know, there's a positive and a negative, you know? We build our friends back up. We build our friends up while tearing them down at the same time. Diablo sidesteps what could have been a phase prism. Bottom camp is cleared out. Second objective will be Frozen, which means our third will be an Arcane Punisher. And then we will rotate through them through the rest of this map in Mortar, Frozen, Arcane. That'll be kind of the rotation of the Punishers. So fourth Punisher will be Mortar. 10 talents here first for the side of 30-50 Feral Hoggers. BFG, Bunker for the Blaze, Apocalypse, Diablo, Stay One Listen on the Dick Arcane, and a Commandeer Odin for the Tychus. Man, what's with these Terran... These Terrans summoning extra vehicles for themselves. Hogger? No, he's not going to flank. It's a Hortipult Hogger, by the way. Leap for the Sonya. Endurance of Hate on the Mephisto. Suppression Pulse. Artanis. And Flailing Swipes on the Stukov. Alright, camp pushes in top a little bit here. Blaze doesn't get dismounted. Invade onto the camp, potentially. Suppression Pulse from Artanis. Endurance of Fate goes through. Stay a while and listen. BFG through a lot of this. Apocalypse activated by the Diablo. Akari's so very low. Hortipult in from the Hogger. Will be able to get the kill onto the old man. He's going to be back in the retirement home. Diablo Shadow charges before the Phase Prison can swap him away. Waterlog is not able to... No! The damage over time from the Sonya Spear! And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you take Poison Spear at level 7. Because Poison Spear, go burr. I'm like 99% sure that's Poison Spear value. Exclamation Nova. Oh, not that one. Poison Spear. I also love that the healer clip is at 4,200 seconds. Exclamation boobs. Okay, of course, forget what. I like that you show talents from left to right. Wait, what? This is just the alley observer. Swap from the Artanis pulls Akari out of position. The old man is being run down, and he once again goes to the retirement home. He'll take a nap. He'll eat some hard candies. The flailing swipes off from Stukov to try and push back the enemies, but the bunker is activated from the blaze. Colonel Pants will have to be thrown into the laundry dryer mat. There we go. Lulu will just become a lemon, and that will be the end of the fight. An attempted invade into the camp will not be yielding anything positive to the side of Hunkrats. It will be yielding a nice chunk of experience over to the members of 3050 Feral Hoggers, who may just be getting this third objective phase. I believe it can be changed, some casters do. I have no idea how to change it outside of Aliobs. I've been casting HOTS. I have never once changed anything outside of literally going here, 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 and changing Aliob's interface. That's the only thing I've ever done. So if people have it the other way around, I don't know how they're doing it, to be honest. Leaping from Sonya gets a triple stun. She's going to try and spear and run down the Deckard Cain once again. Colonel Pants looking to pressure Akari here, but is getting split from the team. Speaking of split from the team, Bunker Blaze was not available, and he will fall. Hortipult out from the Hogger for safety, as Mephisto's unyielding power is going to finish out. Colonel Pants gets taken down by the BFG. Sonya just not sure how to deal with that gigantic missile, so she'll take a nap for the next 25 seconds. Decker gets a root onto Mephisto, who will be taken down, and it does seem like 3050 Feral Hoggers will get third Punisher of the game. Wait, no, that's second. This is second. This is second. Sorry, this is second. My apologies. Wait, right? Second? Am I crazy? No, because top was first, second was bottom? Someone correct me. I feel like I'm losing my mind. This isn't the... I won't tell you how to change it. This is 2. Thank you, honestly. You can check the VOD. I'd appreciate that. Look at the bot shred and see if it has a flag. 1 second. Kill onto the Artanis. That is going to be Tychus, maybe traded here. Sonya wants to slam. Protoss rule will go down. Protoss to fall for a Terran tank. Jaeger looking to still fight into this. Calkin comes in. Oh, it was second. Good call. I honestly thought the flag was going to disappear. I thought the flag was only going to be at the most current objective phasing. No, good call. Good call. Thanks for that. Yes, you are crazy because it is 2. Okay. No, I said second, but then I looked at the talents and I looked at the in-game time and I was like, I feel like this could be third. But regardless. We need someone who voted for one to check the VOD 2, Kappa. Is the observer thing right here, by the way? Show map scores, hide chat, show replay controls, hide selected unit info. No, it's not there. Oh, I've never known that you can actually swap them to go different ways. It's whatever the base Aliobs is. Weird. Here for you, but actually banned it. No, I understand that. I take no offense to that. I know that that's the case. 9-7 in our kills so far, and 17-16. Meanwhile, over on the right-hand side, we do get a quick camp over to the members of Hunkrats. Arcane Punisher for the third. I even said that it's going to be a rotation of Mortar, Frozen, and Arcane, and then I just completely doubted everything I said out loud. What's new? Sorry, just double-checking ad timings really quickly. All right, snooze that. Just in case. We snooze the ads just in case. Make sure we're far away from them being auto-run during a game. Oh, man. All right, so it's 9-7 in kills. About a half a level difference favoring the members of 3050 Feral Hoggers as Hunkrats want to shove into the top lane, take down this fort, open up a little bit of the map, but the Sergeant Hammer makes quick work of the camp. Makes quick work of any sort of camp pressure in this top lane as well as any sort of minion wave. So it's just going to be soaking, looking for 20 probably for the side of Hunkrats. All right, third Punisher of the game. Third Punisher of the game. Third one of the game. First was top, second was center, third is in bottom. Wow, it's almost like everything lined up perfectly for us here. 18 to 17, so a little bit of scaling in favor of 30-50 Feral Hoggers, but no talent to your advantage. Blaze checking the bush with an oil slick. Catches no control. Dude, what if Diablo Firestomp could ignite Blaze's oil slick? That'd be so sick, bro. That'd actually be awful, never mind. Well, Sergeant Hammer hovering into position, just poking here and there. Chat's literally, chat hears me talk about these ideas and they're all like, how about new? Maybe you're confusing it with Spaz's interface? Maybe. Apocalypse from Diablo. Sergeant Hammer's the one to go down. Akari gets inside the bunker, very low on that Decker Kane. Mephisto trying to chase down the old man. Tychus falls. Sergeant Hammer already down. Decker Kane will go down as well. And it looks like our third objective is going good to the side of Hunkrats here. Maybe you're thinking of Spazos? Maybe. I have never heard of any sort of manipulation with Aliobs outside of like, what is it, like, Control-Shift-W gets rid of all of that, and there's other ways to, like, remove UI stuff. But I've never known a way to, like, manually swap this interface around. Top lane's got a decent wave. Artanis might go grab that after he clears out mid. Yes, absolutely the case. Speaking of mid, Sonya grabs, or is able to clear out the fort here. No control going to help out a little bit as well. Top lane's got the fort still up and available. But our third Punisher of the game, the Arcane Punisher, will go over to the side of Hunkrats. Payday. Is that like a candy bar or something? You can't win a bet today. Oof. Ood works too. Well, as I said earlier, just do what I do when I go to the casino once a year. When you start to lose, do the opposite of what you intend. If you're like, man, I like the draft from so-and-so, or I think they can do it, just don't believe in yourself. I do it daily, chat. Punisher follows up the leap from Sonya. Quick double kill over to the side of Hunkrats, who will lose their Artanis. They're working on this bottom lane keep. Diablo's souls are going to be consumed as he is respawning right now. The bottom lane Punisher is still pretty healthy. Actually, excuse me, not that healthy, but it's going to be Blaze to go down. No control with the no control Hogger. Chases down Jaeger. Random task has to Hellgate away. Commandeer Odin activated. The shielding of the core is falling rapidly. Commandeer Odin to try and defend here. Sonya's spinning on core. Catapult's doing their best to defend. The Punisher expires. Random task is so very low and will not be falling. Speaking of falling, though, the core HP has been going down rapidly here. And ladies and gentlemen, our second best of 3 of the day is going to be another series as we go to a map number 3. Hunkrats take map 2, Infernal Shrines. The double stun? Yeah, the leap followed up by Punisher leap was very good. Leap into jump, or however you want to call it. Very well done. Very well done from Hunkrats there. Gotta commend them on their sort of wombo there. Also, their triple bruiser build. I really do like this draft they put together. Oh, but Bahamut, you have to have a tank. Alrighty, so as I said, we do have to run some ads. So while we get set up for our third map in our second best of 3, I'm gonna run a block of ads. See if we get some ads. I do apologize, but we do this so we don't run them during the game. So be sure to subscribe. And before I run through the ads, did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming, and if you've got Prime Gaming, you've got a free sub here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Get yourself some ad-free viewing, get yourself some amazing emotes, and you, yes, you can push our sub goal up further. Last but not least, I have a deal with the John Cena to show up at Jeff Bezos' house and give a close-handed slap to the penis of Jeff Bezos. If you'd like to harass a billionaire today, be sure to use your Prime Gaming now. All right, with that, we do the ads. With that, we do the ads. All right, so map number 3 is loaded up. Let's update our scores for our teams. Oh, I'm slouching bad. I'm slouching bad. How are we already 3 hours into stream? What the hell? Today's flying by. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a blast. So, Battlefield of Eternity, let's see, Rhaegar no, Li Ming no, Zagara, maybe we could do something on level 7, but that feels like so far out. Great game so far, I agree. The games have been very good so far. Alright, let's do it. So we'll do a prediction. Does Zagara finish level 7 stacking? Yes. Completed quest. No. Incomplete. Incomplete quest. That'll be our gamble. It's a level 7 gamble. Zagara's gonna go that bile drop at 7, so you have to hit 12 enemy heroes with the bile drop. So we'll make that our little gamble here. I wish I could make it 3-minute gamble, but the only next option is 5 minutes. All right, we still have 1 minute and 30 of ads. So until that's over, how's everybody's today? How are you all doing today? Tomorrow we're gonna be doing tomorrow's Lords of the Fallen, and then we're gonna be doing Mario Kart versus chat. So if you want to come throw green shells backwards at me and ruin my day, be sure to come by tomorrow afternoon. Name a category on Twitch that deserves more viewers. Can I just say me? You have been drinking a lot. Did you remember to drink some water? For reasons? That's understandable, forget what. As I said in Discord, I hope you're safe, bud. Hope you're safe and hope you're back very soon. Will Bearquake win the next bet? Oh, but then we need another bet for other bets. Tell Bandit he's perfect, Mr. Bandit. You're sleeping on your little carrot. You're so perfect. Look at you. Look at you, buds. He's such a goddamn good boy. I want a sequel to D&D Honor Amongst Thieves. I do too, dude. I love that movie. I love that movie. My parents who know... my dad knows a little bit, like he knows about, like, high fantasy and stuff like that, but he doesn't know, like, D&D. My mom, who knows, like, nothing about high fantasy, D&D, doesn't really care for that stuff. She loves the D&D movie. She absolutely, like, she was like, when you come to visit in November, can we watch it again? I'm like, hell yeah. To be fair, I'm a sailor, so you're drunk. I mean, what do they do with a drunken sailor? What do they do with a drunken sailor? What do they do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? I hate myself for that. And on that note, let's go ahead and get into another game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division B East. Division B East. Sorry about that. I keep messing that up. On the left-hand side, we're going to be seeing 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers with a Protoss rule Zagara, Akari on the Rhaegar, random test to play the Joanna, Jaeger on the Li Ming, and last but not least, Kalkin on a Leoric. To the right side of our map, we've got Hunkrats, a Lulu Stukov, My Pal Shade with a Blaze Waterlong on Chromie. I think I said Waterlog earlier. Waterlong on Chromie. Lunar to be played by Colonel Pants and No Control on the Garage. Now the question, the gamble I pose to all of you in chat is, will Zagara finish her level 7? Now I know that's a few levels away, about 6 or so levels away. Will Zagara finish her level 7 talent? You need to hit 12 enemy heroes of Bile Drop. Now, the one thing I want to note to you is the Bile Drop radius is increased by 20%, so it's an easier to hit area. And the other thing to note is that this is a 2-lane map where you get a lot of team fighting around the objective phase. So stacking is what we call it here in Heroes of the Storm or in MOBAs, where enemies kind of clump up on top of each other. Stacking is very plausible and probable. So we could see some Bile Drop stackage. So, once again, the gamble's up and available for all of you at home. Will Zagara finish her level 7 questing talent? Yes or no? What if she picks another talent? She won't, because I know the talent picks. Have you seen the older D&D movies? I have not, Bill. I know there's a few of them. Good to see you today, my friend. I hope you're having a great Thursday. Or Friday, depending on your time zone. You're cheating! Yes, I am cheating. I'm cheating to create fun content for all of you at home. I sacrifice this knowledge that I have so you may have a more entertaining time here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming, where you can get 6 days of amazing content streamed by me on a consistent basis. By the way, if you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. Helps with metrics, blah, 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 grow the channel. And if you're watching here on Twitch and you're not following, be sure to drop a follow. Costs us $0. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always very much appreciated because this is our full-time job. And Blizzard's gonna announce HGC 3.0 and HOTS 4.5, and we're all gonna be happy next weekend. And all the wars will be over, and no one will ever be mean to anyone ever again. And the United States will get universal health care, and all the politicians will admit that they do things just to make our lives more difficult so they can have stock prices better for them and yeah. How dare you fud up this place? I know, right?
I shall land, as will my foe.
They are cheesy, but not bad. I mean, whenever I have movie nights, I watch some dumb movies, man. What's the movie where he's got like the glaive? Is that Krull? Krull? Dude, that movie needs to get remade, honestly. A remake of Krull would be so good. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in that, like the spider thing, the fire mares. It's a really cool idea for a movie. It's made back in what, the late 60s, early 70s, so that, you know. Also, it's got some scenes that's just where it's like a man climbing around on a cliffside for like 20 minutes. But Krull's already perfect. I just want like I just want like better effects. That's all I want. Maybe a little bit better acting too. Anyways, first objective phase is up and available. Let's see. We have some good gambles on whether or not this Zagara finishes her level 7, which we're going to be seeing in about less than a level here for our blue team to be picking up. So, as I said, first objective phase. Looking pretty good, though, for Hunkrats. Jet propulsion right into the face of Rhaegar, who gets an immediate mountain run out. Lunar is so very low playing with fire, but we'll be able to get the healing pathogen from Stukov. And this will be first objective phase over the side of Hunkrats going into the top lane. You just watched the replacements last night, but if you want something dumb, Krull. It's not dumb, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Random task scouted out in the bush. Blaze will be matching up against the Leoric in the bottom lane. And our Immortal will be attacking from range until it loses its shielding. Once that shielding drops, the Immortal will drop down to the ground and attack from melee. By the way, the Immortal does do double damage into structures, so currently 1,092 into structures, 546 baseline. And this is the little fun fact I was bringing up before. The Punisher does about 10 times damage into minions, as it does 6,006 damage onto minions. Time stop onto 2. Calkins up here looking for a slow onto the Garrosh, who pops Indomitable. Wraith walk forward to close the distance. Bile drop will connect. That's the third stack for Protoss rule, by the way. Believers got to be feeling pretty good about their gamble right now, as they've got 26,100 on the line. Krull is great. Replacements is dumb. Oh, I see. Okay. Took me a second to realize. You know, it's a very good movie if you've never seen it, is, oh god, I'm blanking. It's with Tim Curry and, very, very young Tom Cruise. Legend. If you've never seen the movie Legend, that movie's so freaking good. Highly recommend if you've never seen the movie Legend. I mean, it's fucking Tim Curry. That's all I'm gonna say right there. It's goddamn Tim Curry. Also, I think, the puppet guy from... He was... Oh, God, there's, like, a famous, like... Guy who... is he the same guy who does the, Muppets, I think? Jim something? Jim Henson, yes, Jim Henson, yeah. Jim Henson also has a hand in Legend, which also makes it very good. Thank you. I was like, is it Muppets or is it something else? Yeah, it's Muppets. $11 out of 10. Definitely recommend Legend. All right, second objective phase up and available. Zagara at 6 stacks already. And Lunara moves over to the right-hand side to start working on this camp. She does have Blossom Swell and Choking Pollen, so no Nature's Calling for extra damage. Meanwhile, it is a setup for the Punisher phase on defensive sides. Blue on the left, red on the right. Belith and Alarian doing their own thing as we do get a camp trade. A little bit faster, though, for the side of Hunkrats, which means they're able to step in and start getting damage onto Alarian right now. 10 talents here on the left-hand side of our screen. 4 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers first. Entomb, Disintegrate, Bless Shield, Ancestor Healing, and Devouring Maw. Over on the right-hand side, Hunkrats will pick up their own. Leaping Strikes on Lunara, Warlord's Challenge, Slowing Sands, Bunker for Blaze, and Flailing Swipes on the Stukov. Toss from no control. Calkin takes a chunk of damage. Lunara goes in for a Leaping Strike. Gets a second one out as well, but the Entomb from Leoric. Also a Bless Shield from the Joanna. The Disintegrate is going to disintegrate Lunara, and she'll be back in the forest as Li Ming got a reset. She's going to disintegrate Blaze. He's back at the barracks. Going to have to respawn fairly soon. Going to need to get enough minerals and gas for that Fire Bat. Granted, Fire Bats are not in rank, but you know what I mean. He has a lot of, he has a hand in a lot of things that Muppets are in. Oh, I see what you did there! Because they're puppets! They're puppets. Also, another recommendation, if you've never seen Labyrinth, that's another fantastic movie to go see. David Bowie and his stuffed, like, 10 socks in his pants. And it never does, it, like... I always, like, I'll watch that movie once a year, and I always laugh hysterically the first time he pops up on screen. The Goblin King. Those are 2 good movies for you all to go watch. I expect you all to have your book reports in tomorrow. You need to see Legend Labyrinth. Everyone raves about both. Oh, they're fantastic. They're so good. Oh, yeah. Book reports are due when I come back from Michigan, okay? I expect all of you to have seen both of those movies by the time I come back from Michigan on November 7th. You got 2 weeks, you got a week, chat. A week? More than that, you got like 2 weeks. You have other things to study? No, you don't. As my professor said to me in college, my class is more important than others, so you should be focusing on mine. Disintegrate from Li Ming. Unfortunately, this Flailing Swipes won't push back Jaeger enough, and the Disintegrates are coming through. It's Reset City for Li Ming, finding a... And this is a top lane for it to go down. Dark Crystal's a good movie. Dark Crystal is very good. You know, I never saw the new Dark Crystal they made. I really should watch that. I don't know why I didn't. You can go ahead and mark me down as an F because I ain't doing that. I'm sorely disappointed in you, Kev. We had a mannequin across electronics referred to as the Bowie Bulge. Dude, the David Bowie Bulge kills me in that movie so much. It's so stupid. I just love it. It is something like, apparently he stuffed like, it was like 8 or 10 socks or something in his pants. I remember being something ridiculous, like he actually, like, in an interview said how much he put in there. The Bowie Bulge is just worth it enough. Entomb catches my pal Shade, who tries to immediately back away. Disintegrate. Okay, Bunker is called down. By the way, Zagara is done with her level 7. So, believers, you can rejoice. That's all Bowie, no sock in there. Oh, Deet. Wait, do I have it wrong? Man is well gifted. He's very. The gods smiled upon David Bowie as they created him. Aphrodite was like, you know what this man could need beyond, you know, his handsomeness? Massive bulge. As we continue to talk about David Bowie bulge here in the Nexus Gaming series, we got a team fight breaking out with Lulu trying to back away, caught inside the Entomb. A Warlord challenge from the Garrosh to try and slow things down, but this still will be a kill onto the Stukov. Blaze is able to make it away. Somehow, some way, in my David Bowie discussion of his bulge, I got a new follow. Thank you, DJ Chrometooth. I appreciate that, bud. Glad you're enjoying my commentary and content. How can you not? New York is going to get full back at the Hall of Storms. We got ourselves another objective phase going over the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. This will be going into bottom lane. Why? Well, it's the more well-defended lane. This is a fact of the map. So here's a good example. If both lanes had no gate and the fort up and available, but the top lane fort had 999 HP and the bottom lane fort had 10,000 HP, the Immortal would go to the 10,000 HP lane, because it is more well defended as the bottom lane in this hypothetical has more HP. Oh, did it not work, Kev? God dang it. I have it on this scene, right? Channel points Twitch. Yeah, it works. I don't know why. Like, there's no troll. Like, I don't have it set where it doesn't work for Cav or anything like that. I tested it before stream and it was all working. Well, it works for me.
Wow.
Ah, see, it works, but it works fine for me. I was telling Trick yesterday about some bugs in Resident Evil 5 because we were playing and running into a bug or two here and there. And then someone in Twitch chat was like, well, I never ran into that bug. It's like, okay, wonderful, thank you. Good. Thank you for the comment. By the way, just resets after reset, they're gonna get themselves a casual quadra kill. A casual quadra kill in the bottom lane, and the keep will go down. Is this enough to end game? Lunara is the lowest death timer. All 5 are here, and they're playing to the far side of the keep. Yes, they want to go for core. Is there enough damage to do exactly that? Entomb from Leorc to block the Hall of Storms. Wait, hold on. The bus just worked for Deet. I heard that one. See, that's what you get, Cav. You refuse to watch the Bowie Bulge movie, and Hank Bus don't work for you. Well, 56% left on the core of Hunks. 44% has been removed. Leorc is the one to fall in a camp, maybe to be grabbed for bottom lane. Rhaegar wants to do so really quickly. Lunara Wisp to scout this out. They do see it, and Rhaegar's like, yeah, I should probably get out of here. You've seen the movie so many times, though. Okay. But have the dogs and cat? Has Licorice? Huh? Did you think about the dogs and the cat? I mean, Bandit didn't see the Fast and Furious franchise until I showed it to him a couple months ago. Think of the animals, Cav. Don't be selfish. Toss back onto random tasks just to throw them away, but this Johanna wants to step in, pops the Iron Skin just as the Blaze Jet propulsion comes through. That's a beautiful Entomb from Leorc. They get the kill onto Garrosh, the bunker activated from Blaze. Lulu so very low, spreading the healing pathogen. Zagara trying to chase things down. The oil is being thrown down by this Blaze to slow down the enemy, slowing Sands. Akari's chasing in and realizes I can't continue to chase down the enemy. So let's go ahead and get ourselves the first half of the Immortal while Garrosh is dead for 24 seconds. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've watched Princess Bride in the last 2 years. More than 5, less than 10, actually. That's probably where I'd put it. And the Immortal is still going to be raced down by the members of 3050 Feral Hoggers. Slowing Sands to kind of create a little gap, or a little zoning. So there's a little retreat direction, but members of 30, 40, 50 Feral Hoggers are not going to step in that deep. Romy cancels that. Li Ming still throwing in combos. Leoric is going to be able to Wraith Walk away. Garrosh is going to get... He's going to attempt a combo, I think, onto the enemy. Entomb from Leoric met with the Devouring Maw. The Arcane Orb avoided by the Maw. A little anti-synergistic there, but oh my god, never mind. No Control gets chunked immediately. By the way, speaking of chunked, we have catapults. One of them unsure of what to do. Is like, oh, don't worry, team. I'll take down the mid lane tower. That's so much in our way. Colonel Pants, unfortunately, will go down. And this is looking with 13-1 in kills and Immortal with a lot of shielding going to top lane and a kill onto Lunara. This feels like 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers are going to try and take map number 3 here. Oh boy, alright. Accelerated Contamination 16 for Lunara. That 20 is like a less than half a level away to the members of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Good night, Baha. I am sleep now. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Forget what. We'll see you next time, bud. Get some good sleep. Thanks as always for being here and for being awesome. Siege will continue through the top lane. I think 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers should be forced to play Hogger every game just to complete the joke. I agree, because there's teams that are like Cho'Gall first pick and they never play Cho'Gall, or like Church of Murky or whatever and they never play Murky. I feel like you can't name your team these things if you don't take these heroes. Oh, Li Ming will get a reset off of the Garrosh. Gonna find another one into Lulu. All structures have been taken down, even that mid lane tower. Ancestor healing with the Farseer's Blessing gets some splash heals to the allies. Lunara trying to leaping strikes in onto Akari. That Rhaegar will go down. Devouring Maw into 2, as it looks like they take down the Lunara inside the Devouring Maw. It's gonna be a team kill, and the core will fall. The members of 30-50 Feral Hoggers take the series in a 2-1. GG, well played. Facts, I agree. Does Zagara finish level 7 stacking? Yeah, she finished that way early. Oh, I am out of tea. I need some water. I love it when people send me DMs with just, hey. I just heads up, I never respond to those. Never respond to those DMs. Unless it's Day, actually. Well, if Day sends it to me, then